Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome. We have an exciting video for you today. This is being recorded on the eve of SCGCon, one of the biggest tournaments of the entire year, the SCG Tour Invitational. And it's also one of the most exciting tournaments of the year because it's the first big Pioneer tournament. This isn't no little 5K. This is the big end of the year SCG Tour Invitational. Gotta qualify for it. All the best players in the SCG Tour playing for a lot of money and a Players Champ spot. This is going to be awesome. I don't think I've been more amped for a tournament in a long time. Now, of course, there's a lead time in these videos, so as you're watching this, it's Monday. Tournament's over. Hopefully I won. That'd be cool. But we shall see what the results are. But for now, I'm recording this before I leave for the tournament. And I'm between a few different decks right now. This is one that I like a lot. But real fast, so you can see my process right now. I'm between this deck, a Bant Vehicles deck that I built, which I've been working on quite a bit, actually. This deck has gone 4-1, 4-1, and 5-0 in my last 3 leagues. But it does feel a little risky. And then I've also been working on this Bant Field of the Dead deck, which I've also done very well with. And I like this deck as well. I can see some Sphinx's Revs here. Sorry about the Magic Online being finicky. So I've been winning with basically everything, which is not really a bad thing, I guess. But this is the third deck that I'm currently leaning towards. I'm working with good friends, Brad Carpenter, Dan Jessup, Ben Friedman, Andrew Jessup, and Pete Ingram. And we've all had been in a group chat working on this deck. And Andrew brought this to our attention. And Andrew, of course, is a very smart Magic player. Andrew Jessup won the Invitational last winter. And this is just a really simple, powerful deck, playing a lot of the powerful cards in the format, as well as a card that I think is really important in Goblin Chainwhirler. Now, Pioneer's a new format, and Llanowar Elves is king so far. Devotion's been very, very good. Various Llanowar Elf decks have been very, very good. And that's the reason why I want to play Goblin Chainwhirler. But I also think that the best creatures in the format are right here. They are Smuggler's Copter, and they are Heart of Kiran. And that, of course, is being on display on my other vehicles deck that I was trying. Both cards are just so good. Copter in particular is just unbelievably good. So finding the right shell for your vehicles is very important. And I really like this shell because it's very, very aggressive. It's powerful, but it's durable. Because you have vehicles, of course, are very durable to Wrath of God, Supreme Verdict, things like that. Scrounger, very durable, can come back. Got a couple Planeswalkers. It's very cool. While also being good against Llanowar Elf decks and other kind of small creature decks which are popular as well. The Chainwhirler is phenomenal there. Wild Slash, Bonecrusher Giant's really good. And, of course, Unlicensed Disintegration, this card is really good. Searing Murder, like Searing Blaze, but a murder also. Maybe you forgot this one, but it's really, really good. So we have a really powerful deck here with a really good curve. We have 8 1-drops in Bomat Courier and Soul-Scar Mage. Of course, we have the Scrounger, the Copters, and the Heart of Kiran all on 2. And we have our 4 Wild Slash and our 4 Bonecrusher Giant filling in the 2 slot as well as the 3 slot. 4 Chainwhirlers, 4 Disintegrations, 2 Chandras, 1 Hazoret, 23 lands. Simple, efficient, powerful. When everyone's trying to mess around week 1 and they're not sure what they're doing in a new format, you want to just get them. So this deck has the benefit of being powerful and resilient, but also just has a lot of good get 'em factor. We can have some pretty powerful draws to this deck that'll run people over. The allied color lands are not great in Pioneer. We are playing Foreboding Ruins. There's no fast land, no pain land, but by playing basically mono red with the light splash, we can kind of get away with it here. 12 dual lands, all mountains, very simple, very compact. Sideboard gives us 4 Thoughtseize, one of the best cards in the format as far as disruption goes. This is the card that Andrew added that I really, really like. Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, really good card against control. It's a Planeswalker, sticky threat, produces creatures, attacks. It also can flash back our Thoughtseizes, which is really, really good against like Simic Nexus or blue-white control, whatever you've got going on. So really good card. Couple sweeps. This doesn't kill many of our creatures. It kills Courier, it kills Scrounger, and that is it. So very powerful card against other creature decks. Abrade the Mirror, Magma Spray. Dreadbore, one of the more powerful kill spells in the format. The removal in this format's not great. No Lightning Bolt, no Path to Exile. Fatal Push is a little worse than usual. And a card like Dreadbore, which can kill Planeswalkers and creatures, very important. Very powerful card. And 1 Coal against command for the mirror and things like that. It's a good, powerful card. So rather straightforward deck, but very, very powerful. This is the deck I'm currently leaning towards playing in the Invitational. No promises that I played it because I am currently between a few different decks. I showed you all 3 decks I'm between, and we're going to battle and see how it goes here. But first, a word from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. To learn more about this deck, click the link in the video's description below to read Jim's article.
All right, match number 1. Gotta say, I really like what this deck has going for it. Being able to be aggressive with a lot of great card advantage options is awesome. We're gonna keep Perfect Mana, Courier, Copter, Bonnet Mulligans, Spire Bluff Canal. All right. Our Courier may not be long for this world, but we're going to fire it in. Usually want to get Courier going as soon as possible. And then our Soul-Scar can crew our Copter on turn 3. All right, works for me. Spire Bluff Canal number 2. All right, so yeah, we're just going to keep firing with the Courier. Courier is great because it kind of it's cheap, it comes in early, and then it just kind of sits there and slowly accrues advantage. Your opponent has to deal with that and the cards you're playing, so this is a nice place to be. We might get Is It Charmed here in casting Copter. I don't think I really care. I think with 2 Copters now, I think that's fun. Opponent has not given any information on what they're playing yet. Spire Bluff Canal is mostly means Acolyte Phoenix in this format. It is a very, very new format, so it's not necessarily super clear what's going on. So if they hadn't countered that, they probably would have killed my Courier. So I'm kind of okay with this. Okay, so just firing again. And we're going to go for Copter again. They have another Is It Charm. It's kind of annoying, but at this point, we're getting the board pretty well. And I'm not super sad about it. All right, cool. And Soul-Scar Mage. So I'd say we were in phenomenal shape here. End step, Kozilek's Return. All right, so that is pretty good. That is definitely pretty good. This might be the, I don't know. What deck plays Kozilek's Return and Is It Charm? It's kind of weird. There's an Emerge deck floating around that I don't think is very good. But Goblin Chainwhirler. Pretty sure we're scrounging here. And could have like a Lightning Axe or something, or an Abrade. Seems to be safe. Looting away a land feels fantastic. Foreboding Ruins is definitely the worst land. Worst land of a deck by a lot. But we're going to hold this land for future loots. So despite them having pretty good answers to us, 2 for 1-ing us, game's going pretty good so far. They aren't really doing much. They're playing another Kozilek's Return. Sure. Plenty more Scrapheap where that came from. So we're in the decision now of playing Chainwhirler or playing Scrounger just to get our Copter going. I think I'm pretty happy with playing Scrounger. I'm still not sure what they're playing. And if they have to kill it again, that still feels great to me, so. Scrounger is very, very, very good. Loot again. Alright, so we discarded 2 lands, which is phenomenal. The power level of Smuggler's Copter is just off the charts. The ability to just be a good card and then prevent flooding also. Alright, I'm going to play a Mountaineer. We do have Hazoret and Chandra in our deck, so they seem to be flooding really badly. I'm going to assume if they're playing Kozilek's Return, they're also playing Elder Deep Fiend. That may or may not be the case. I think we're just going to shove here. Worst case scenario, they have a 3rd Kozilek's Return. Doesn't seem very likely. They've already shown us they can't kill our our Copter, which is pretty nice. Alright, so we are going to loot. Fantastic. Pitch a third land. Deal 1 million damage. They're at 3, and I don't really know what they're doing. It's obviously a brand new format, so there's a lot of decks that are a little untuned. And as we saw, the benefit to playing this deck is you just kind of run them over. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to assume they're playing Elder Deep Fiend. Not exactly a big spread of cards they just played there. So I might have interest in Chandra. Disintegration is going to be really, really good. Wild Slash is interesting because if they're playing like, Champion of Wits or Brazen Bar or whatever random creature they're going to try and emerge off of, that's pretty good. I think we're just going to cut the Chainwhirlers. I would say Chainwhirler doesn't seem very good. I think I want the Chandras, and I don't know if I want any Thoughtseizes or anything. Thoughtseize, Magma Spray, Sweep. Maybe let's leave it 2 Chainwhirlers. I don't know if I want Thoughtseize or not yet. And then Dreadbore, Colding's Command. I'm not really sure what I want, honestly. I just think that Chandra's probably good. That's my initial guess. Hand not so nice. So we're gonna mulligan. Yeah, sounds good. We can keep this. Chip a land. So pretty good. Not ideal, but solid hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, Copter. They do kill our Soul-Scar Mage, who might have trouble crewing. Heh! We can actually crew with the elementals. That's pretty cool. Soul-Scar Mage is not an all-star in this deck, but there are a number of non-creature spells. Obviously, every card in our hand's a non-creature, so that's pretty good. Bomat Courier. We're just going to play the Smuggler's Copter. I'm pretty adamant about trying to play Courier as soon as possible. At least I was back when it was legal and standard. But I think playing Copter here is a little too good. No, Is It Charm? Cool. And if they had Is It Charm, we're plowing the way for Chandra anyway, so... We have an Abrade. A Brazen Borrower. I think this card is extremely overrated. Wouldn't mind drawing a land here. That is not a land. So now we're in a pretty interesting spot. I mean, they have Borrower into Deep Fiend. We have Disintegration for it later. I would love to have the mana available to disintegrate it when they cast it, but I think we just cast Copter again. We could leave up Bonecrusher Giant to kill the Borrower if they cast it. They might just not cast it, though, and then we wasted our entire turn. You can't do that. So, let's let it ride here. One of the nice things is we're playing 23 lands, which is kind of high for an aggro deck, but obviously Copter can filter those away, which is cool. Alright, so there's your Borrower. Alright, so we're probably getting Deep Fiended, which just sucks we didn't draw a third land, but I don't know if a random 5/6 is even that good against us, so... It's a question of, will we do anything in response to it? Like Bonecrusher Giant them? They're going to sack the Sanctum. And they can, like, chain them together, I suppose. We just really, really want to draw a land this turn. I'm going to fire out the Giant just at the face. Please draw a land. That's not a land. Alright, we might lose this game just due to not having a third land, which is pretty brutal, but... If we could disintegrate the Deep Fiend, it would be not even close. Now they can Deep Fiend us again. Which I guess is, like... Fine. We're Kindling Phoenix? That's a magic card, I suppose. We still can't draw land, eh? Alright, let's fire up Copter and attack and see if they block. They probably won't, but he also has to have a chance to draw land, too. Which we did not. Alright, so the game's just over. I mean, it's just turn 5. We just haven't played a third land. We can't cast any of our important cards. They get to attack, Deep Fiend us. Yeah, that's a pretty frustrating game, obviously, but whatever. So, given that they're playing Deep Fiend, they're playing Rekindling Phoenix, we might want some Thoughtseizes. Their deck is very fragile and very slow. It requires them to play a 3-drop that's kind of fragile, and then untap with it, and then even then it's the 5/6. If we each had a third land there, and we disintegrated the Deep Fiend, probably are totally fine in that game. So, let's get Chainwhirler. It's very slow. And I think I'm interested in a number of Thoughtseizes. Maybe like 3. And I think I still want Little Chandra. I think that Hazoret's probably the card I don't like. Doesn't line up well against Deep Fiend. Gets tapped. It's kind of expensive. And then do I want the 4th Thoughtseize? I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. What would I want to cut? Maybe a Bonecrusher Giant? Yeah, I think I like that. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, honestly. I'm not super familiar with their deck. But we're cutting some of our top end stuff, but all of our stuff's pretty durable regardless. Let's go first. We gotta keep. It's not great, obviously, because if they can kill our Bomat Courier, things get ugly. But I don't think we can mulligan this hand. If we draw land, we are in big trouble, but gotta have a little faith sometimes. Sulfur Falls. I mean, any creature just fixes our hand too, so please draw any creature. That is not a creature. Now, if we go for the crew, and they like Brazen Borrower or something, that's fine, I guess. They have a Braid, it's pretty annoying, but I don't think we're activating Courier anytime soon. We'll just go for the crew. I should play a land. That was so stupid. I'm not sure what flash they could play, but all right, sure. This is fine. I have no problem with this at all. So replay Copter and say go. So I didn't really waste our turn at all. That's good. That was really good. Okay. So we're trying to ship it here. They have like, is it Charm or something? So be it. We get the Chandra plus Scrounger crew attack. And then have Disintegration ready for a Deep Fiend. Oh, oops. That feels phenomenal. And if they want to trade Copter for Borrower, I think I'm okay with that. I imagine it would be tough for them to get this Chandra off the board. Suppose they could like attack it with Borrower and then shock it, but I think we're really far ahead, so it's not really too bad. Alright, so we loot. It's not bad. You can buy a Thoughtseize. Unless Incineration is really, really good. Just a really, really good Magic card. Like, 3-mana kill a creature is like, it's not really good enough for Constructed, but it is pretty close. Obviously, Hero's Downfall, Murderous Rider, you know. But Searing Blaze, murder your creature, is phenomenal. Super reach. Alright, so K-Return killing Courier and Scrounger, so not that bad. Scrounger is whatever. Losing Courier is not great, but we can get back Scrounger, we have Thoughtseize, we have Chandra, we can plus to add cards, we can do tons of stuff here. Kindling Phoenix, sure. So if we draw a land here, we can do a lot of things. Disintegration. So we could just like double up here and minus it and then disintegrate it. So don't really want to let them go into their turn with their Kindling Phoenix. We can Scrounger, but then we can't kill it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go double kill here. It's not efficient, but let's these first, see what they have. They have Flamewake Phoenix, Elder Deep Fiend, Bonecrusher Giant. That is quite the motley collection of cards. I don't think we're really scared of Deep Fiend. And Bonecrusher's pretty good. I think it's the Bonecrusher. Deep Fiend just gets disintegrated. And we're not putting Phoenix in the graveyard, obviously. So I'll take Bonecrusher. We're just going to go for the double kill. Also, the Crusher can kill my thing. I suppose they can just, like, hard cast Phoenix and attack Chandra if I do this. But I don't think I really mind that. Yeah. I suppose I could have added 2 red and double disintegration, but that seems too bad for us. Because then we have no answer to the Deep Fiend. There's like a Mutavault to attack it too. Chandra's certainly vulnerable here, but killing this Phoenix is pretty important. Emerging off of a Kindling Phoenix is pretty good. Alright, there's Flamewake Phoenix. So Chandra's dead. Maybe the Planeswalkers aren't as good as I thought they were in this matchup. There's a Steam Vents. So we get to untap. Draw Wild Slash. It's not bad either. Let's bring back Scrounger and fire in our Courier. Maybe ditching this Wild Slash, we'll see. Okay. Ditch the land. Deal 3. And if they go Borrower, cost 4 to play Deep Fiend, so they're way off of that. So I could kill the Phoenix and deny them the ability to Elder Deep Fiend. However, if they Deep Fiend and I just disintegrate it, it still feels pretty good, honestly. I think this is fine. We just say go. Just let them Deep Fiend us. I guess I get the Kozilek's Return also, but that's true. Maybe we should just Wild Slash the Phoenix. To get the K return and kill my Scrounger, I have no more creatures to crew my Copter. Yeah. I think I've changed my mind. I may have made an error here, but that's fine. Let's basically waste their whole turn. I guess they could just, like, Deep Fiend now if they want to. I think we just gotta draw a creature. Nope. All right. Let's untap. That's a summit. Fire up Copter. They could trade with Borrower here, but that's fine. Just keeps their Deep Fiend off. Just like a lot of work for like not a lot of payoff, you know? Wild Slash my Copter. So they have 2 Wild Slashes. Alright, that's fine, I think. I mean, then they're going to Brazen Borrower. I think that's fine. So they'll attack for 3, and they're going to Deep Fiend us. I think this is all fine. Another land. No, they're gonna let us have it? Alright. Just fire away, Scrapheap Scrounger. So they have basically nothing left here. I mean, they're trying to ambush us with the Deep Fiend. We're going to kill it. You know, they have a big draw step, I guess. I mean, they have nothing now. They want to emerge. They lose Borrower. They lose Deep Fiend. They have Mutavault. We're going to lose Scrounger, I guess. All right, they're going for it. Let's see how we stack these triggers. Doesn't matter, I guess. All right, so unfortunately, we're not going to get the damage off of Disintegration, but it's kind of annoying. Damage really matters here because they are at 8, but we're going to kill Deep Fiend. And so now it is Mutavault, no cards in hand, versus Wild Slash, no cards, but a Scrounger in the graveyard. So most spells here are very good, barring like Thoughtseize. Soul-Scar Mage is fun. Because if it dies, I get the Scrounger back, which is pretty great. So, all right. Well, they've drawn 2 lands in a row. Now they can hardcast Deep Fiend, which is a little scary, I guess. But another Soul-Scar Mage. All right. Not the most exciting creature in the deck, but you know, puts in an honest day's work. Obviously plays very well with Chainwhirler. Forgot to mention that Wombo combo in the deck tech. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Take my Proud Sugars where I can get them. And now if they play a Deep Fiend, it would be a 3/4. It would not be enough to kill it, but alright. And we'll fire in. So they naturally drew Deep Fiend because they just drew a card and said go. Deep Fiend is certainly possible. No, they're letting us attack. I think it's fine. If they do have a Deep Fiend, we can get back our Scrounger at least, and still have Wild Slash going too. So they have a Petty Theft on the Smuggler's Copter. It's interesting. And no blocks, so you're dead. Wild Slash upstairs. Okay, cool. Tight game there, tight game. This Emerge deck's been floating around a little bit. I don't think it's very good, at least the way it's currently built. There's just too many cards that cost too much mana. It's very reliant on sticking a 3-drop, and then the Deep Fiend is a lot of work, and it's a very good card, but it's not. I don't think you're getting a full payoff for it, but still early in the format. The right build might not have been found yet. That felt pretty good though. Copter's great. Scrounger's great. Wild Slash is, it's honest. It's an honest card. Chandra wasn't amazing that game, but I suppose Planeswalkers aren't great against the Flyer Deep Fiend Flash deck. And it did its job. So we are a little soft to Rekindling Phoenix, which is a weird place to be, but we're gonna keep this. Hand's great. Basic Plains Thraben Inspector. Well, that is the natural enemy of Bomat Courier, unfortunately. But Hallowed Fountain. Smuggler's Copter. Alright, so nothing too unexpected here so far. We're gonna Heart of Kiran. Both these cards are in standard together, and the last thing you want to see is a Bomat Courier player as a turn 1 Thraben Inspector. We're curving pretty good here, though. They're firing him a Copter. Okay. Topping off at Hazoret's pretty good. They have a Spellqueller here. It's kind of tough on the play. Spellqueller's pretty good. We're currently lacking an answer to it, but does not look like it. Sack a Clue post-combat. Discard it to Teferi. Okay. Teferi hasn't really impressed me out of these tempo-y decks. It doesn't really affect the board enough. I was playing it in my Bant Vehicles deck, and it just felt like it didn't put enough stuff in play. Not enough material. All right. I think I'm happy trading Courier for Inspector here. So I think we're gonna Chainwhirler and then attack with the Heart of Kiran also, obviously. Courier's not doing much, and our hand's decent. It's not great, and them having one less creature to crew with seems pretty good to me. It just seems like we're never gonna get the Courier through anyway, so I will just take the trade here. With Hazoret looming as well, doesn't feel too bad. Heart of Kiran hits so hard too. So here comes Copter. Spellqueller is annoying because it also exiles Scrounger, so we can't even get it back. I'd like to draw a spell I can cast next turn, another 1 or 2 mana spell. Discarding a Brazen Borrower, sure. Mage is good. Mage is certainly good. Alright, so here we're actually going to play Hazoret. Because we want to double spell the next turn. And if you go land, Chainwhirler, Scrounger, you probably still can't attack with the Hazoret. That's tough. Playing Scrounger here is just like pretty lame. So we'll just go for it. Resolve Hazoret, fire up Heart of Kiran. I think we're in a racy spot here. We cannot afford to try and block and get Brazen Borrowed or something. And they're already at 9. This gives us a lot of really big draws. Disintegration. Most things. Definitely a few too many lands here, but Archangel Avacyn. It's pretty good. They decide if they want to crack the Clue or not, because they don't have a land. Another Smuggler's Copter? Oh my god. Triple Inspector, double Copter is a really good hand. Bonecrusher Giant is not bad, but not great. So we'd like to be able to attack with Hazoret. And I guess we can go... That's tough. The problem is if we Bonecrusher Giant, kill something, and then play the Giant, we're unlikely to be able to empty our hand. I guess we could Bonecrusher Giant and then Chainwhirler. And then next turn be able to Scrounger land and do something else. I think that's what we're going to do. Also, we allowed to be get... I guess in that case, though, we can crew with the Hazoret. Alright, let's just fire in that Heart of Kiran first and see what they do. You can also recrew Heart on their turn, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Do I even want a Bonecrusher Giant then? Because I can have a Chainwhirler on defense and a Heart of Kiran on defense. I don't think I do. So I'll just fire in. The damage of Bonecrusher might actually also matter in a race too, honestly. Like they're currently at about to go to 4. So Chainwhirler and Scrounger with the ability to... We actually have lethal with Hazoret. So we can just Bonecrusher them and Hazoret, or just land, discard 2 cards. So we're not even casting a spell. That feels pretty good. If they spell color this and it dies, you probably get a Bonecrusher Giant, I would think. They scooped. These blue-white decks haven't really impressed me too much. Like, they're fine. If they don't draw Inspector, they seem to get on the board pretty slowly. And then their, like, tempo-y spell quellery cards just aren't great. The format's pretty fast. The first, like, 2 or 3 turns are very, very important. So if you're on the draw with a spell queller and you can't get on the board, your spell queller is terrible. So it's pretty huge. We're going to want Abrade. We're going to want Kolaghan's Command, definitely. And our Chainwhirlers aren't very good here, I don't think. Not a lot of X1s. They're fine. They're good Soul-Scar Mage. I guess our Chandras are probably worse. Maybe Hazoret's worse too. We just want to lower our curve as much as possible. Don't think we want Magma Spray or Dreadbore. I think that 4 Disintegration, 4 Wild Slash, 4 Bonecrusher to Abrade, that's a lot of removal too. I think I want to just lower our curve. Just ship the Chandras. Chandra isn't killing much super effectively, and it's hard to defend. And then Hazoret can get jump blocked or Reflector Mage. I think the early game cards are more important. Not as far as me wanting Spray. If I knew they're playing Scrapheap on a splash, we could Spray, but I think this is fine. I think I'm pretty happy with this. They're also often a Gideon deck, and it's like Gideon's only good if you get it ahead too. So I don't think their early game is good enough. That's my initial impression of the blue-white flash decks. I'm okay. This hand's not okay. Mulligan. Oh my god. Oh god, I really don't want to go to 5, but I think we have to. If this hand draws a land, it's pretty great, but I don't think we can keep this hand. If we fail to draw a land in the first 2 draw steps, we're super dead. Yeah, we're going to 5. Courier's also just not like amazing against them. They have Inspector, so let's go to 5. I mean, it's not great, but we're going to keep it. We'll ship Disintegration and a land. I think shipping Courier there is also possibly a thing. It's just so bad if they have an Inspector. We have Bonecrusher Giant too, so killing Inspector doesn't feel good, but at least for the Bonecrusher Giant, we're still like gaining something off of it. Speak of the devil. One thing is that when you mulligan with Bomat Courier in your deck, Courier comes live pretty quick, which is kind of cool. So, all right, Ruins, draw land. Not gonna feel great if they have Brazen Borrower here. All right, give me the old Heart of Kiran. Ooh, nothing? That's what I'm saying. You know, like, you want your spell callers to be good, you got to be ahead already. And having no place for the first few turns, not a good way to get ahead. All right, you can Reflector Mage, that's fine. So let's draw a land, just hardcast Bonecrusher Giant. I think that would be cool. Vehicles and things of that nature really push you to get on the board as soon as possible. So what's Bonecrusher Giant? We'll leave a little value on the table just to attack for 4 and put a huge creature in play because Bonecrusher Giant is huge. They're at 14. Feeling pretty good here. We have like double shock. We have a courier. We got a lot of stuff going on. Feeling good. Again, as long as we're ahead on the board, Spellcaller is very bad. So they're shocking. Is it Gideon? Yeah. Also not very good when you're behind on the board. Are they going to emblem? Because they're just going to die. No, they are going to make a 2/2. And attack. This is a very bold turn of events from basically all angles here. Alright, we're just going to stomp and kill and Bomat Courier, and I guess we could wild slash double Bomat Courier. That's... No, I think we're just going to get Bonecrusher Giant ready to cast. I think having the slash better for a later turn is more mana efficient. So we'll just stomp this bad boy out. Play the Bomat Courier. And fire in here. Format's been playing a lot more like standard than modern. One of the most important tenets of a standard format in the last few years has been get on the board. Like, the board is what matters. Planeswalkers, get ahead. So you're always playing in a good tempo game state. Like, tempo is just like the most important thing. And so far, Pioneers kind of felt like that. Yeah, this mana efficiency play here with the Bonecrusher Giant is also great because we like the Fairy doesn't seem good in these decks because you don't get on the board. Because now we can empty our hand in Bomat Courier too. So bouncing Heart of Kiran, sure, no problemo. Now do we attack Teferi? Soul-Scar Mage. Soul-Scar Mage ain't bad. Because it does allow us to shoot down the Reflector Mage. I don't think they can have anything here for 2 mana. I guess I can't do it in combat, though, because it's Teferi. I think I might just attack Teferi with both Couriers. We'll throw a Courier away, replay Heart of Kiran. Attack for 4, we still have the Heart of Kiran in play. I don't know, it feels pretty good. There's like a number of things we can do here. I guess just like Soul-Scar, Wild Slash your thing into an 0/1 is also good too. So both of our Couriers live. But then we're a little vulnerable to Wrath of God or Supreme Verdict, which I don't like at all. So I think we're just gonna we'll just Courier and play Heart. I suppose they could also have Brazen Borrower, which would be somewhat frustrating as a means to keep us from killing their Teferi. But I don't think that's the end of the world, honestly. His Couriers aren't really that important in the grand scheme of things. We have a good amount of gas here. They're already going to 7 life, which is phenomenal. And yeah, everything's resolving. We're feeling pretty good here. Alright, so this is like probably Avacyn or Spellqueller. Okay. So I don't think we're attacking. definitely an interesting conundrum as far as playing around Avacyn or Supreme Verdict, because playing around one does not play around the other. To play around Avacyn, we just want to like not attack and build our board. To play around Verdict, you want to not build our board, obviously. Definitely don't want to throw away stuff to Avacyn. I think I'm just going to play Soul-Scar and Wild Slash and play a land and say go. So let's play Soul-Scar and see what they do. I guess I'm not going to play Wild Slash. I mean, I'm just going to hold Wild Slash, but... And let's just play a land tapped and move to combat. They do nothing? Alright, I'm just going to say go. This is like pretty conservative, but if they have Avacyn, they basically have to cast it here. They can't just waste the whole turn. So... I'm not surprised they have Avacyn. Okay, that's good for us. Damage can't be prevented this turn, but this is everything's indestructible, so it doesn't really matter. And this deck's good against Fogs. We have 4 Wild Slash and 4 Bonecrusher Giants. Nice Fogs, jeez. Alright, so now Avacyn is no longer invulnerable. Selfless Spirit is... That'll flip Avacyn. So that's... This is the old Wombo combo, which is going to be annoying. So they're going to flip Avacyn and deal 3 to each other creature. So when all is said and done, they're going to have a big Avacyn, but we're going to have a Heart of Kiran. Yeah, this is not ideal, but... Remember, it dies, transform. Yeah, so they're going to attack. We got no blocks. So we're going to slash them end step probably, and then we'll sack our Courier in our draw step, or in our whatever, when they upkeep, when they flip the thing. So everything will die but Avacyn and Heart of Kiran. I suppose I could Wild Slash the Avacyn, which would make it into a 4-3 and therefore not able to rumble with Heart of Kiran. But they're at 7, and this taps to attack. If they have a Queller here, we're probably dead. He would have needed a Disintegration rather than a Wild Slash. Alright. This is going upstairs. And honestly, I guess they haven't sacked their Selfless Spirit yet. Maybe I'm being stupid. I don't know why I did that, honestly. In my mind, they'd already sacked the Spirit, and this is going to flip next turn, but now it's like they didn't actually do it, so... Okay. So I guess we untap. Alright, I guess we just exchange the Courier for 2 cards. We don't really have any good attacks, and I don't really want to... Avacyn is very good. Very good Magic card. Wild Slash, Scrapheap Scrounger. Both pretty good cards. Okay. I'll play Scrounger. We'll say go. So we try and Heart of Kiran, we can force the Selfless Spirit activation. I'm not even sure if that's good or not, though. But I do know this game state is not sustainable. They're just attacking every turn, and we're not attacking every turn, and that's not okay. also possible I should have killed the Selva Spirit and forced the sacrifice. Even next upkeep. Alright. I'm not thrilled with how I've played this game, but I'm not really sure what we could have done. The end step Wild Slash is definitely bad. You should attack with the Bonecrusher Giant last turn. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. Yeah, this should have attacked last turn for sure. Why did this attack last turn? Doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, that's what I did. There's no good blocks for this. I was thinking I can't attack because I can't. If I attack with everything, then all of my blocks are terrible because they just Selva Spirit. But attacking him with just the Bonecrusher should have happened last turn for sure. That's pretty gutsy. Okay. That's basically them saying they have Spell Color, I guess. But now if I Wild Slash them and they go to flip Selva Spirit, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just Wild Slash them. If I wait, well, actually they would play Queller and then they can attack with it also. So I guess we say go. Yeah, I can also just cast Bonecrusher Giant because now we're just in a spot where we just need to Wild Slash and kill them. And I'd imagine that Spellcaller is the only way to get around that. All right, let's cast Bonecrusher Giant. Let's play land. Say go. See what they do. Tap to end step. Hard cast Spell Queller. Okay. Okay. It's interesting, I suppose. Now's the time. Kind of a weird game, honestly. We definitely missed that Bonecrusher attack, and we definitely misplayed a Wild Slash earlier, but thankfully we got him. Really interesting game. I've definitely been enjoying the games in this Pioneer format. They felt pretty skill intensive. Like I really enjoy the standard format in general. I know it's been really rough on and off for the last few years, but when standard gameplay is good, it's great. It's just real magic. It's just reading your opponent's hand, sequencing your spells. When you get to the older formats with like linear decks, it can get to the point where a lot of modern is just like, how well do you know how to operate your deck? Like if you're playing Tron or you're playing Boggles or you're playing Burn or Amulet Titan or whatever, very linear deck you have, you can become very proficient at that deck and be very good at it while not necessarily being very good at Magic. I have often, when I used to talk to my coaching students back when I used to coach, I would, differentiate the notion of being good at Magic in general and the notion of being good at a deck. And I think Modern is so popular because you can be not that good at Magic in general, but learn your Tron deck pretty well, or learn your Boggles deck, or to learn whatever your linear deck is, Dredge. I'm not trying to say Tron and Boggles are dumb decks. I'm trying to say that they're linear decks. So you learn how your cards work, you learn how the interactions, you learn how to sequence your spells well. And because your deck's trying to do the same thing every game, it's not too hard to script. You can kind of you can learn it and you can get a feel for it, and then you can kind of do the same thing every time. But that's like learning a particular skill, not the overall amount of skills. It's like learning how to throw a curveball, but not learning how to be a good pitcher, And typically limited and standard are the formats that test you most as far as just your raw Magic ability. Reading your opponent's hand, timing your spells properly, sequencing your spells, tempo, card advantage, understanding who's to beat down, just all like the basic tenets of being good at Magic. Standard and limited usually provide, and I felt a lot of that in Pioneer so far, which I really like. Yeah, it's good. Give me the old Boko. Not super exciting with the double Soul-Scar Mage, but we at least have a cheap triple 1-drop hand on the play with Bomat Courier, so we'll empty our hand fast, which is cool. Hallowed Fountain again. All right. What's better than 1 Soul-Scar Mage? 3 Soul-Scar Mages. I guess, like, realistically, if we're going to Bomat Courier, it's pretty good, so I don't mind using this Disintegration really aggressively here. So okay. That's funny. I was gonna say I hope I draw Wild Slash. That's actually hilarious. I'm pretty sure we're just casting it. It's worth 4 damage and it makes Courier better. I'm actually pretty down with this. This is a hand. If they have Detention Sphere, we're gonna regret our life a little bit, but we're certainly poised to empty our hand with Bomat Courier in play, so all right. Let's see what we draw here. Another Disintegration. Not the coolest. I mean, if we attack and they Azorius Charm by Bomat Courier, I'm not feeling too cool about it. And they could Wrath us next turn. I think we're still doing it, though. These Disintegrations are obviously not very good. I might as well have 0 cards in my hand, so whatever. Just let it rip. I have fun. My Courier is not going to... No. Okay. Color me pleasantly surprised. You may use any method to capture them, but no disintegration. I want them alive. Supreme Verdict. Alright, I mean, I am playing around side of the wreckage. Oh my god, another Bomat Courier. I mean, let it rip. Courier says, empty your hand. I will oblige. This is just some good, honest Magic. They settle? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so cool trick here. When you have multiple Bomat Couriers, you can actually sacrifice them both. So here's how this works. Bomat Courier's ability is play a red, discard your hand, sacrifice Courier. That's the cost. And the effect is put all the cards in your hand. So by stacking them both and doing them in response to each other, your hand is empty. I'll show you. So we'll hold control on Magic Online to retain priority. And we're going to sacrifice Bomat Courier. So part of the cost is discard my hand. And then the ability goes on a stack. And now you can hit the other one. Pay the cost, discard my hand. Ability goes on a stack. And we draw all 5 cards there. And there. So they made a huge punt there. They should have settled in response to the Bomat Courier triggers. They just gave us 2 cards for no reason. Which is really cool of them. And now we get a million lands to cast all our spells with. So feels pretty good. Obviously, Foreboding Ruins means we can't cast any spells, but can't be too sad about that one. Wouldn't have had these 2 cards if I didn't oblige there, so that's cool. Now I get to cast a Vehicle Chainwhirler, probably. Field of the Dead. Very good card. Very good card. Foreboding Ruins, eh? Alright, how about a Heart of Kiran? How about Smuggler's Copter? How about a Goblin Chainwhirler? This might not resolve. Syncopate for 1. Alright. So, I mean, if we don't draw a creature in like a turn or two, things could maybe get a little ugly, but With Copter and Heart in play, I'm feeling pretty good. Narset Parter Avails. Okay, thankfully, for some reason, Copter's a May. Because Copter is just, you know, everything goes in Copter's favor. You loot when you block, it's a May. Just dig through time. That card's good. We're going to make a pretty aggressive, have a pretty aggressive turn here and try and kill them. Let's see what we draw. Oh my god, Foreboding Ruins. Alright, we're going to stomp them. We're stomping them, right? They're at 7. Stomping Narset denies them a card. Maybe I should stomp Narset. Alright, let's stomp Narset. I mean, they're effectively at 3. This effectively kills them. Yeah, we gotta try and kill them, I think. They're gonna flip Ascanta too. Please don't have Dovin's veto. Maybe milk that moron. Thank God. And we are going to crew, I guess, Heart of Kiran. Not Copter, because we can't loot anyway, so. Alright. Here goes nothing. Well, if all that was fine, I kind of doubt they have a counterspell that can stop his Wild Slash. Unless they're playing a main deck Spell Pierce, so. Let it rip. Cool. Bomat Courier. It's a pretty good Magic card. You probably would have lost that game if they had sequenced the or played the Settle correctly. Maybe, maybe not. I guess you would have drawn because the 2 cards you would have drawn Spell, and then these 2 cards would be the top 2 cards of our deck. So it might have not mattered actually. Okay, so we bring in 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Chandra, and don't want Dreadbore, don't want Kolaghan's Command. We're going to ship the Chainwhirlers. They're like okay, but not. Let's see. Maybe Disintegrations and Shocks are worse. We've got a lot of bad cards here, actually. Let's cut the Wild Slashes. It's by far the worst card. I'm actually interested in Dreadbore because I want to have an out to Lyra, but I don't want to have all these Disintegrations in my deck because they're all pretty bad too. And then is a Kolaghan's Command better than a Chainwhirler? I don't think so. So the question is Disintegration better than any of these cards to give ourselves a little more safety net against a Lyra? I tend to have no other creatures at all, so we're going to have 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Dreadbore. We can also just double spell and kill it, or Soul-Scar Mage it down. I think this is fine. I like this. Soul-Scar Mage with Lyra is pretty nice. You can kind of poke at it, take it down to size a little bit. Chandra's very good. Hand's great. Would love to draw land, but it's nice plains. It's quality plains. Other Chandra also great, but we are going to need to draw some lands here. Nyx Fleece Ram. Okay. I don't think that really matters too much. It's obviously fine, but I don't think it answers many of our better cards. It's also going to be cool with these Chainwhirlers. We're going to slowly work our way into the Fleece Ram. Makes their Wraths worse too. Field of the Dead. Alright. Land? No. Getting Courier going isn't bad. I mean, if they have like an Azorius Charm here for a Copter, this feels really bad. But I don't think we can. We can always like. We'll just get to loot, which is important. So the options here are. I guess we're going to do this. I guess we could get Courier going. Alright, I guess we'll get Courier going too. Courier does not feel very good in this board because our hand's so gummed up, obviously. But yes, please. Oh, Foreboding Ruins, you're so bad. Alright, we're going to ship this Chainwhirler. Are you going to punish us with his Azorius Charm? Looks like not. That's good. So our hand is pretty good for this matchup. Double Chandra. A little Bonecrusher action. I definitely don't want to get Chandra countered. I'm pretty sure we just Chainwhirler here. Like to save Absorb, sure. Save Planeswalkers for post Wrath. We're also in an interesting spot here where like this Courier isn't actually dealing damage, but it is building towards something. That's interesting. I think it's just discard Soul-Scar Mage. It's the weakest card in our hand. This game's gonna go on for a while probably, so they take 2 effectively, they go to 20. And we're working towards decent things here. May not want to play the second Copter immediately because they could have a Detention Sphere, which would be pretty backbreaking. Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Little cute Wombo combo with Narset, sure. Narset is good against Bomat Courier. It's pretty annoying. Interesting. I'm definitely not stoked about playing a good card here. Because I really would like to resolve stuff. I'm going to just go for a crew and see what happens. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm gonna pitch Copter here. I want the creature. We already have enough sticky threats. Crewing 2 Copters is annoying. It's bad against Detention Sphere. Alright, so let's get this. I like this Thoughtseize a lot. This is a really good draw. And now he gets to play Chandra, possibly flash it back too. This Chandra is great. Great addition, Andrew. Andrew Jessup's a pretty good Magic player. It's been fun watching. He's not playing much anymore, but I've been playing Magic with Andrew for like the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And I get to watch him grow from like a 16-year-old, decent at Magic player to being very, very good. It's been a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's play this, and we'll just plus. They have 3 cards. We have 2, but we have a significant board presence, and a fairly sticky one at that. Sticky meaning that if they cast a Wrath of God, we lose our 2 least important cards, which is a good place to be. And I definitely love the fact that we can Thoughtseize them again next turn with this Chandra. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. And they're plussing. Okay. That is a kind of a gutsy plus there. So let's see what we're going to do. Wouldn't mind drawing a land here so I can Thoughtseize and Chandra. Let's see what happens. Okay. I guess that works too. We can definitely kill Teferi here. Yeah, we're just going to fire off Thoughtseize. Narset, Supreme Verdict, Syncopate. They can Syncopate for 2. We definitely need to kill Teferi this turn. There's absolutely no denying that. Which will be easy to do, honestly. Verdict isn't really that good against us right now. Narset is good, but it's probably just going to be 1 card. And then we kill it. Syncopate stops us from doing a number of things. We can plus Chandra. We can also just Thoughtseize again this turn. Yes, maybe we just Thoughtseize away. Syncopate. I guess it all comes down to do I want to cast the Stomp or not. I was going to try and Stomp and kill the Fleece Ram if they make a block. It's 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we can definitely kill Teferi. Oh, I'm sorry. If I flashback Thoughtseize, I can't make tokens, obviously. So I don't think flash. I can just kill it Stomp though. All right, let's take Syncopate. Let's crew Copter, attack Teferi, kill it, flashback Thoughtseize, take, I think, Verdict. I think Narset is worse than Verdict here. So it's crew. Attack Teferi. Loot. Discard Mountain. Maybe we don't have Thoughtseize, actually. We definitely Stomp. If they cast Verdict, I just discard Chandra and draw 4 cards. Because the problem is if I Thoughtseize Verdict and they just draw another one, that's actually kind of bad for us. I just have Chandra though, right? So we're not that bad. And we're still just pounding away here. Yeah, let's just flashback Thoughtseize. Alright, so they have a Narset. And not much ability to cast anything good off Narset. They could find like a Detention Sphere or something, but I guess Teferi, a little annoying, but they have Sanitarium, sure. Hazoret too, man. We just got an embarrassment of riches here. We should have all of our top end. Oh man, that's really good too. What would I rather have? Turret Bolt just so good. Both follow a Wrath so well. Hazoret can be tucked. It can be bounced by Teferi. Detention Sphere. I think it's Chandra. They're going to be so scared. I discarded Hazoret there. I forgot about the Sanitarium. That's kind of my bad, but I guess they could also... They could have like Sanitariumed me with the Narset, but that's fine. I'm feeling pretty good here. Especially if we get to untap with the a Blast Zone. That was a really good draw. Alright, so that's... They let me go to my turn. Wow, they're not going to Blast Zone? And we drew a land? That's incredible. Okay. Bombs away. I can't believe they didn't Blast Zone. Sure. No problems here. Alright, make 2 1/1s. One of which will crew Copter. Combo. And let's party. Yeah, not Blast Zoning seems wild. They might actually turn this game around if they Blast Zoned. They would have vetoed my Chandra. Man, I might not cast Chandra if they Blast Zoned, but alright, so loot. But you always loot in a spot. Always loot. because you have a chance to just put a Scrounger into the graveyard. Yeah, Copter's good. Doesn't matter. If you had a choice to put a random card in your deck in your graveyard, you would do it every time. So, sure. And maybe they want to go up on Blast Zone, I guess. We have 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. Sure. That also kills their Fleece Ram, but sure. A second Field of Dead. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 6 unique land types. All right. So Blast Zone on 2. We're just going to... They had 2, right? Obviously doesn't tell you. Yeah, they added a counter to it, so... Alright, sure. Let's say we're feeling pretty good here. We can't cast Giant and Heart of Kiran, so we've got to make sure the Courier is always available, so... No reason to draw. We're just going to keep the Courier in play. If they have Disallow, so be it. Yeah, that was pretty convincing. I think my opponent could have played a little better here and there, but Chandra and Thoughtseize is... And I think that one of the most important things about this format, at least for this first tournament, most important cards in the format, Llanowar Elves, Supreme Verdict. As the kind of the counter to Llanowar Elves. There are many, many 8 Llanowar Elf, Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elf decks. And they're just playing a bajillion creatures. So Verdict is also a popular card. And this deck just seems good against both those cards. So I definitely like this deck a lot. I do like that. I like both Bant decks. I think my 4-color vehicle deck needs a little more work. And I'd rather know it's riskier. And I don't think I need to be risky at this point in the format. If I felt like the format was very established and I wanted to try to attack it from a certain angle, that'd be better. But with everyone not really knowing what's up anyway, this deck just seems like a better version of my vehicles deck. I do like the Bant deck a lot. The Bant, Field of the Dead, 4 Supreme Verdict, Sphinx's Revelation, all ramp spells deck does seem very good too, but this deck just seems great. And that deck also is prone to stumbling. You can definitely mulligan, not draw a Boreal Razor, have an extra tap land or 2, and kind of just like fumble around. So I'm currently leaning towards this deck as the deck I'm going to play. 3-0. Wow. This is a hand of Magic cards. I'm sorry, I got to give this the old hand of the week treatment. That's a fun one. Standard superstars there. All right, so we're going to mulligan this hand, obviously. I mean, it's better. We need to draw a creature. We are on the play. All right, we'll ship a Wild Slash. And then we're going to play Mountain. So they have a Llanowar Elf, we can kill it. Opponent also mulligans to 6, so at least we're even here. We should draw any creature. Oh, Foreboding Ruins. I guess we can hold off on revealing that we are... this skin reveals, yeah, so sure. Alright, any creature. Spell Pierce Scare. Don't do that to me, opponent. Come on. This took a year of my life. They top their opt. Another blue-white deck. I mean, if we don't draw a creature here, we're stone dead. Alright, we're stone dead, I think. If they're playing a control deck, we have mulligan and we have 2 dead cards, so and no creatures. So if them's the breaks, and them's the breaks. Yeah, it's a control deck. All right. This is probably going to be Slam Jam Chandra, and oh my god, they're tapping out. Oh, wow, thank you. So you're telling me there's a chance. All right. So we get to resolve Chandra, which is awesome. And then we are probably going to red cast Copter. That's a pretty good turn. They do have many cards in hand, but all right. Let's go top card. See what turns up here. Scrounger. Oh no, I'm so dumb. Oh. God, Teferi Time Raveler is just the stupidest Magic card ever printed. I'm so stupid. I totally forgot. Teferi has many stupidities about it. And because you can't cast spells that are not when you can cast a sorcery, you can't Cascade, you can't Suspend, you can't Chandra, because Chandra requires you. It's not like the other Chandra where you can just play the card for the rest of a turn. This Chandra requires you to cast it during the resolution of Chandra's Torch of Defiance's ability, which is not a point you can cast a sorcery normally. So we just lost our Scrounger, and I could have just shocked the Teferi. So I feel very dumb, and that probably is going to lose us the game, but that's just an interaction I haven't seen yet. I knew it. If you asked me how that works, I would have told you. I just forgot. Oh boy. All right. Hopefully they counter this so we can kill their Teferi. No. All right. Well, we're going for it. I mean, that sucks. That's so funny. And they don't counter the Copter. Wow. So, I mean, they might have absorbed the shock anyway, but wow, that sucks. All right. I mean, we still have Chandra in play, so there's always that, I guess, but we draw a creature, you know, she got a few helicopters just sitting around with no crews. Get to the Choppa. God, what a good card, too. No land? We got a game here. They have 7 spells. We have no spells either. Oh man, I mean, obviously embleming the Chandra is not a bad place to be. So we'll plus exile and deal 2 to them. It's a Bonecrusher Giant. Would have been nice. I'm gonna play the land. Azorius Charm, draw a card. Sure. So they definitely have counter magic, because if they didn't, they would have main phased that. Cycle Cast Out? That is desperate. I'll save another one. So that's an answer to Chandra. I can't imagine they would do that if they didn't have an answer. Bounce a Copter. Do you have an answer to my Chandra? Wow. So now the question is, do I play around Disallow? Oh man, what a wacky game we got going here. Do you discard Narset and say go? End Verdict. And we don't draw a creature. They cycled Cast Out, which tells me they probably have another one in hand, because that's their only answer to Chandra. Or they have a Disallow, and they're not scared of Chandra. What a spot. Because if they have a Disallow here, we can never ever win. But if we don't do it, and they go land Cast Out, that's also bad. However, I can just plus here, and if I hit a creature, it's really good. I'm going to play on Disallow. If I ultimate this and they have a Disallow, I've seen a few of these decks playing Disallow. They can't have that many of them. Absorb is so much better. People are crazy, though. Like, why did they cycle the Cast Out? They had 2 shots at a land with the Teferi draw. So, like, cycling Cast Out means they're not scared of the Chandra because they have some other answer. And the other answer is either a second cast out or a disallow. What a spot. What a spot. I'm playing conservatively. I'm not going to go for it. If they have disallow here, I think we're going to have a hard time to win. If we just plus, even if we miss a creature, we get to resolve another Copter and feel good about ourselves. We could also... playing Copter first is obviously weird, because if they don't counter it, then like we get to exile a card or threaten an ultimate. If they do counter it, then they kind of can't counter it, so then we'll ultimate. But if I plus, then they can safely counter it with a non-disallow card. What a weird turn. This is you read a book about this turn. All right. I'm going to plus first. Oh, God. No, I'm going to cast Copter first. All right, we're going to plus. I should put a land first. It is a Scrapheap Scrounger. That's a really good one. All right, we're going to cast that. So now they counter this. Let's say have Syncopate. Oh gosh, I put the land. Oh. I wanted to hold the 2 lands for Smuggler's Copter, but once the card is revealed and I can play around Syncopate, I should have played around Syncopate. This has been a fairly sloppy game, despite having Chandra in play on 8. All right, they concede anyway. So better lucky than good. We did not play very well that game. We forgot about how Teferi worked. We didn't play a land for the Scrapheap Scrounger. Big sweat on the not ultimating, but fortunate for us, our hand was so bad that they just didn't have any lands. And now you get to give them the sweet sideboard tech. Awesome. Okay. That's how we did it before, right? Looks good to me. This matchup seems pretty good for us. A lot of sticky threats. Thoughtseize is really good. Seems good. Excuse me. This hand is great. Bomat Courier, get to work. Gotta go to work, Bomat Courier. Don't isolate me. Don't sleep on that card. It's a 1 mana instant called Isolate. Just exiles a 1-drop. Or a 1 mana cost card of any type, creature or whatever. I think that card's actually a reasonable sideboard card because the early removal is so bad. Alright, go get him, buddy. You have a Azorius Charm? We could play around Syncopate here and not cast Scrounger because Scrounger's so good against them. I kind of like it. Azorius Charm, draw a card. So that says that they have Syncopate or they have some sort of counterspell because not charming the Courier is pretty wild. So I think I like our play there. No Swamp in our deck. So Field of Ruin does some work against us. Another Courier, eh? Alright. That walks into Wrath pretty bad, though. Although if they Wrath, then I get to Chandra, which is really good. That's interesting. Let's go for it. Fire the attack in here, see what they do. And if they have a Wrath next turn, we get to go Chandra plus Scrounger, which is really, really good. If they don't have a Wrath, it's insane for us, so. Just posturing here. Don't actually have anything to do with the red mana. We certainly have more black sources than they have fields, so... Well, they could take us off it for a little bit. What is this? Oh my god. Main phase cycle farmland. Sorry, folks, the game's over. Okay. Now we are... I think I want to pre-combat the Scrounger in case they have an Azorius Charm in combat, so I can pitch my couriers. Like, flying away Chandra sucks, but like, the lands in our hand are basically worthless. Aether Gust? Oh my god. This is in response to my courier. That's fine. I'll put it on top. I think drawing a 1-drop is fine. Your go, mon ami. Alright. I mean... I have an idea. How about another Bomat Courier? I love Bomat Courier. I am a Bomat Courier fanboy. All day, every day. Please settle me. No? It's just so many cards. We're gonna deck ourselves. This is dig through time? Go, dig. Do what you gotta do. Sure. Jace, Architect of Thought. So that does neuter our Bomat army here a little bit, but realistically, it's not stopping them, and they're still going to be piling on cards. So, okay, we are casting a Chandra this turn. Alright, we're not going to cast this Courier because we already have so many Couriers in play and I need to have mana up for all of them. So we'll just take the 2 damage and live with it. It's pretty funny though. Just attacking them. Whoa! So we're dealing 2 to them and they're going to go to 3 life points. And we have a Chandra in play and access to 10 extra cards at will. Seal away. Scrounger? Sure. This is a wonky game of Magic. I can live in this game state for a while, just attacking with 0/1 Bomat Couriers and drawing 100,000 cards. While Chandra chips away. It's a fairy. So this has to go after Chandra, I would assume. No? What a crazy person. Alright, Goblin Chainwhirler. Sure. And I guess I Chandra plus first. See what's up. I'm probably not casting it no matter what it is. Soul-Scar Mage. Guess. Just deal 2. I think Shock's better than Soul-Scar Mage. And play Chainwhirler. And attack. Let's split it up. 1 to them, 1 to Teferi, 1 to Jace. So you have no Wild Slash in our deck. You don't have any Burn in our deck, really. So it's not like popping a Courier would like find us a Burn spell. I'm a little tempted to pop the smallest Courier, but I don't think I'd actually play anything because I want to leave mana up for the other Couriers too. So this is a game state I'm totally cool with. We just kill him with Chandra next turn. We have 100,000 cards in reserve. Like if I cast a Wrath here, I get to draw. Speaking of a devil, definitely Absorb versus the Wraths. So if I cast a Wrath here, I get to draw 6, 7, 8. I can't even see how many cards I did. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards. Took the Wraths, sure. So we're going to retain priority. And retain priority. And retain priority. I guess that time it's not actually necessary to retain priority, but... And draw those cards, and those cards, and those cards. Still have a Bonecrusher Giant. That part's good. So, Wrath resolves. I said Wrath resolves. You're good. They're still dead to the Chandra. Okay, I'll get sure. So, we get to stomp them. What do we draw? Soul-Scar Mage, sure. So Foreboding Ruins, revealing that. Thoughtseize here. Azorius Charm, Spell Pierce, and I should have taken the Azorius Charm, and then Thoughtseize here. Take Azorius Charm, and then give you the old Stompy Stomp. That was a fun game of Magic. I really enjoyed that one. That's got to go on the highlight reel somewhere. Okay, 4-0, and kind of loving the deck, not going to lie. I've only lost one game so far. It is strange, though. I expect Mono Green Devotion to be very popular at this tournament. I have not played against Mono Green Devotion in like 3 days, and I've been playing basically nonstop for the last 2 or 3 days. Kind of weird. I also think that the mono green Stompy deck, which is basically just like the 8 Llanowar Elf, Steel Leaf Champion, Oko, kind of like mono green beatdown deck, splashing blue for Oko and Stubborn Denial is very good. I haven't seen that deck either. And I kind of expect both those decks to be heavily played at this tournament. Which I assume we're fine against them. The vehicles are good, Disintegration's good. I suppose Dreadbore is good. Andrew was waffling around with Noxious Grasp, Dreadbore, a couple options like that as far as killing large creatures goes. Dreadbore's really good. Like, the fact that you have a card that can kill Oko, or Llanowar Elf, or Galta is pretty nice. The Soul-Scar Mage Chainwhirler combo probably getting good against them too. Good game. Not with this hand. Or this hand. Opponent also mulligans to 6. That's good. Keep it even. Okay. As far as 5-card hands go, this is a pretty good one. What do we ship? Gotta keep Heart Scrounger in 2 lands. So I guess we're losing Disintegration. And the problem is that we don't know if these cards are good. You know, is this a Chainwhirler matchup, Disintegration matchup? Disintegration's gone, I think. And I think Chainwhirler is too. I think that Bonecrusher is more versatile. On the play, so not a fun mulligan to 5 as far as deciding what to do, but Heart of Kiran is very good. Could have revealed there. We like let them know we have land number 2, but like who cares? And then they might be scared of a shock and we play differently. once upon a time, there was... All right, we finally got our wish for devotion. Excellent. Let's see how this goes. Now, I don't think 2 mana shock your Llanowar Elf is a good idea. I mean, you should get on the board, I think. Bolt the Bird is a wild misnomer. I wish I kept Chainwhirler, obviously, and this Hazoret is terrible. But Burning Tree Emissary. They have like the Stone Cold Nuts here, like turn 2 Nissa. Oh my god. I don't know. God, I wish that Chainwhirler. Where's that Chainwhirler? Oh man, that Chainwhirler. Alright. This is fine. I guess we could have maybe stomped out a Llanowar Elf so they can't guess Jade Light Ranger. But if they just draw a land, we look really stupid and we're so far behind we can't ever win. So let's just apply some pressure. Obviously, it hits 2 lands. Oh, it's brutal. And a Nykthos. Yeah, we're probably dead this game. This 5-card hand did not line up very well. And can't really afford to miss land drops here. We can't draw land and Chainwhirler, so... I guess we're stomping the... Honestly, it's a Burning Tree Emissary. It's not a Jade Light Ranger, because if we draw a Chainwhirler, that'd be really good. They still have 5 devotion. Yeah, this is terrible for us. I'd say we're probably just dead here. Can't miss land drops, you know. Tempo-y deck, you just can't miss your land drops. Yeah, double land off Jade Light Ranger is exactly what they wanted. 6 mana. Yeah, basically any payoff here is too good for us to handle. All right. I imagine we're bringing in... I don't know how we sideboard this matchup, honestly. Vivian Arcbow Ranger. Like, I would say that the Bonecrusher Giants aren't good, because 2 mana shock isn't good enough, and the body isn't that relevant. Voracious Hydra for 2. Doubling the counters. I mean... Alright. I guess they can Vivian up. I guess they can fight the Scrapheap Scrounger. Yeah, we're just too behind here. We have 2 mana in play. They have like 15. Wow. They're getting aggressive. Alright. Yeah, we have no lands. Alright. Obviously a pretty crappy game there. Even if we had kept the Chainwhirler, wouldn't have mattered. We didn't draw any lands. So, what do you want? This is definitely an important matchup to have a good sideboard plan, and I don't really know what our plan is. Sweep, spray. I think we want Dreadbore. I would say we don't want Bonecrusher Giant. It just seems too slow. Definitely want Chainwhirler and Soul-Scar Mage, Wild Slash, all the vehicles. Our Heart of Kiran gets a little worse without Bonecrusher Giant to crew it also, but I think it's fine. We're on the play, which means I probably want Bomat Courier. I could see taking it out of the draw, maybe. And Flame Sweep. It only kills Scrounger and our Courier. It could mop up it would have mopped up that board really well. So maybe it's like Dreadbore Flame Sweep. I don't know if it's Magma Spray, because Magma Spray can obviously pick off mana creatures, which is really important, but yeah, Magma Spray seems pretty good, actually. Maybe on the play we want Magma Spray, and then maybe on the draw we want Flame Sweep. I can buy that. On the draw we might take out our Bomat Couriers. It does leave us a little slower than I would like, but we can also bring in like 2 Thoughtseize or something like that to try and pick off their payoffs. You know, they're definitely vulnerable to just their stuff dying. You know. So, all right, let's keep 7 here. Or not. God. This hand's so close to being great. All right, I'm mulligan again. Yeah, we can't keep this. It's better. It's better. It's not ideal, but it's better. I want to keep 7. I'm actually going to ship a mountain. We can Foreboding Ruins on turn 1. Revealing a mountain isn't a big deal. Alright, Boko, go to work. We need some removal spells, so let's tuck those away if you can for me. Thank you. No turn 1 Llanowar Elf? What world is this? How do you keep 7 with no Llanowar Elf, Elvish Mystic, or Once Upon a Time? They have many, Burning Tree Emissaries? Interesting. Very interesting. Just gonna have 4 emissaries. Okay. I mean, could have been worse, I guess. So yeah, we're just gonna play our cards. I mean, this is fine. Crew Heart. We can draw 3 off Copter next turn. Or off whatever next turn. If they have a Nykthos, they can't cast Nissa yet. That's cool. So yeah, this is fine. Not ideal, but their hand's not great. I'm not drawing any removals, a little sketch, but Nykthos is good. Nykthos is good. I guess Ballista's not that bad. I would love to draw cards off Courier, but if they're able to kill it, c'est la vie. So you can see how Flame Sweep would be pretty good here, even though we have 2 things in play that would die to it. Just keeping their board down is good. All right, so what are they going to do here? They fight my Courier. That's annoying. Nope, they're making a 4/4. Okay. Interesting. I'm pretty happy about this, actually, because now I get to draw off Courier. Oh my god, that was the nuts. So, now you get to see the Soul-Scar Mage Chainwhirler combo. All your opponent's creatures get -1/-1 counter, which is great. Non-combat damage. Good draw, Jim. Good draw. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're going to crew up. Also dealt 1 to the Vivian, so now I can kill that with my Heart of Kiran. So now we attack with these. We attack Vivian and them and them. They're going to block the Courier. We'll draw 3 cards and hopefully draw our kill spell of some kind. Seems better. So I think I would trade the Courier for the 1/1 for the Devotion Pips at this point. Pips is a silly word. Pips. I have not played a land yet. I have played a land. Okay. This is going to be a scary turn. Yeah, this is the turn that matters. If they can have a big turn here, we're in trouble. But if they don't, they're just dead. With Shock lined up also. So that's 5. Alright, that is not a Voracious Hydra. Revealing Nykthos Once Upon a Time. Sure. And they keep Once Upon a Time on top. So they have a Nykthos in their hand and a Once Upon a Time on top of their deck. And they are coming to party. I respect that. Alright, so I want to draw a creature that can crew Heart of Kiran. for a Foreboding Ruins. Tilt. Alright, so we're gonna crew up. Because I don't necessarily want Scrounger to do that. We're definitely gonna Wild Slash the Jade Light Ranger and attack for almost lethal. We do. Oh, actually, we have the slash. Yeah, we got to kill the Jade Light Ranger, I think. Because then Soul-Scar can attack too. They do have a lot of mana next turn between both Nykthoses and their board. If I attack with Heart, Chainwhirler, and Soul-Scar Mage and don't shock, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to block something. That's actually better, I think. If I shock the Jade Light and attack with these, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That puts them to 1 life. But if I don't shock it and they block Jade Light on Soul-Scar Mage, then I get to shock something else and trade, so they have less devotion. I think that's better. So let's yeah, because if I do a pre-combat, they just probably don't block. And I definitely want to kill for devotion and then kill them next turn. So let's do this. We're going to allow a trade of Jade Light Ranger for Soul-Scar Mage if it allows us to kill Verlana Elf with a shock. And like I said, also chance they just don't block here, and we just, because they feel like they need the devotion for next turn, we just kill them. Ooh. This is even better. Okay, so now we kill the Burning Tree Emissary with the shock. And they have no devotion at all. And we get to still have all our stuff in play. Not all of it, but we get to have most of our things in play. So now we have Heart of Kiran, 2 lethal attackers. We have a million lands, obviously, but we don't have much going on here, so that's a really good start. Llanowar Elves in the hand, sure. Your hand is Nykthos, and then another card. And they're attacking? Damn, that's gutsy. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. That one's not bad. Okay. Give me the old Hazzy. The old Hazmat. Yeah. Don't think we needed Hazoret there, but it's not bad, you know? It's not bad. The Glorybringer would be pretty good in this matchup. Flying seems very good. Okay, so now we're on the draw. We're going to change it up. And I think we're going to go -4 Couriers, plus Flame Sweeps. I think plus Thoughtseize. That feels a little weird, but it could be like 2 Bonecrusher Giants also. But I think the 1-mana spell is important, and just taking their payoffs is important. We're gonna try this. I don't know if this is right or not. I honestly have no idea. But we have 8 1-mana interactive spells. So ideally we go interactive spell, Smuggler's Copter, sweep your board with Chainwhirler, Flame Sweep, and then go from there. Bomat Courier is not going to be great on the draw. They're going to have a bunch of crap in play like they usually do, so it's just not getting through. And our Magma Spray is to be focused on killing mana creatures. We're not going to want to kill too many Burning Tree Emissaries or Jade Light Rangers or crap like that. So I think I like this. Yeah, this plays. It's not amazing, but it definitely fits the plan, if you will. Speak of a devil. Not a good draw. Not a good draw. All right. We go and slash in. Obviously, we'd love to kill it with the Chainwhirler, but that's too far away on the draw. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. If they kill the Smuggler's Copter, we are dead to rights. it's so bad for us. They most assuredly have an answer to Copter here. Why else would they pass? They keep a 7-card hand here? They did. What kills Smuggler's Copter that would not kill it if we didn't crew? There's like the Disenchant that exiles a card from the graveyard. We're going to stand pat here. I'm not going to play the Chainwhirler. I think we can do better with Chainwhirler right now. And I like the ability to Wild Slash response to Vivian. Wow, nothing. Okay. Voracious Hydra. Alright, so we're going to Wild Slash as a response. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Double the counters on it. Okay. That's fine. So now we're going to slash the Emissary, I guess. Yeah, it comes in with the counters and then doubles the counters. It's not like other cards. Please draw a spell here. And that is a spell. It is technically a spell. Smuggler's Copter, you gotta go to work here, my friend. Their hand is not great. Our hand is also not great. It is getting a little better, though. We need a crew. But they have Nissa here. It's fairly problematic. A lot of things here are pretty problematic, honestly. Okay. Unlicensed Disintegration, please. I mean, Shrug. Alright, so we're definitely going to disintegrate this. We could also first strike this down and block. Alright. It does feel super, like... Yeah, I'm just going to say go. I doubt they're going to fall for this, but we're just going to say go. Could have alternately attacked and... Voracious Hydra for 3. Okay. This is actually pretty good, I think. So, they're going to fight here. We're going to crew. And that. I mean, this is certainly not good for us, but we can block the Gear Hulk and then spray it. And then they have a 3/4 left over. And we get to loot also. Yeah, we got to do this, I think. That's also good. Okay. Disintegration is quite nice. We still need to handle this this other creature in play, but we're at 9. And while that wasn't an ideal turn, I mean, it could have been worse. The Scrounger is pretty nice, too. Disintegration. Alright. They have 2 cards left. Jade Light Ranger is acceptable. Forest Nykthos, also acceptable. Ooh. Ouchie wowie. That's bad. Alright, I don't think we have any real... Yeah, I mean, we're just dead now. Alright, so... that sucks. We didn't 5-0. It's a lot of big boom booms. We brought in our Dreadbores, right? Yeah, I mean... I don't think we drew particularly well this game. Obviously, the game when we each mulligan the 5 got crushed, but... not sure what else we could have done. The Hydras are pretty good, but I'm not sure. I'll talk to Andrew about a sideboard in that one. It seems like it should be a good matchup for us. Like, we do Chainwhirler that turn or something, you know, like Chainwhirler's really good, so Rex Sage is pretty good. They do have a lot of game for sure. Definitely one of the better decks in the format in mono green. Definitely want to play against it more, but I'll take the 4-1. Take the 4-1. It's my first time playing this deck. The guys on the squad have been playing it too, but overall this deck seems really, really good. Just really good, really powerful, really forward deck. I could see maybe like shaving a Bonecrusher Giant. I'm not sure what you would really add though. But overall, the deck seems really good. I don't know what else I would change, honestly. Sideboard was very good. The Flame Sweep plan feels kind of nice against them. I personally added, the list Andrew sent me, or the most recent list he sent me, was 3 Dreadbores, 0 Kolaghan's Command. I kind of wanted one for like mirror-y stuff. I'm starting to feel like maybe you don't want that. Maybe the Dreadbore is too important. So maybe do that. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy here. I think I'm like probably like 45% to play this deck, 45% to play the Bant Field of the Dead deck, and then like 10% to play the Bant Vehicles deck, which I'm not. I like a lot, but it's a lot of moving parts and a lot of pieces that are risky, and I think this is not a tournament to be risky yet. So, deck seems really good. So if you're looking for a pretty good Pioneer deck, hopefully you'll look at, you know, maybe me and Dan Jessup top of the Invitational with this deck. You can be like, oh wow, cool. What a convenient video for us to watch. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying Pioneer. Don't forget, of course, there's always a companion article to all my videos on CoolStuffInc.com proper. So if you're watching on YouTube, hop on over to CoolStuffInc.com, read the companion article. You know you want to. Also check out CoolStuffInc.com for all of your game needs. Card games, board games, miniatures, basically anything gaming related. You can buy it on CoolStuffInc.com and use promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. Check that one out. And go buy your Pioneer cards. Go buy your unlicensed disintegrations. All right? Thanks so much, my friends. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I do well, or I should say did well at SGCon. See you folks on Friday for my article. Love you all.